Hey, Welsh Dragon Metals here. Today I'll be showing how to make a flower and Mobius pendant. Appearance may differ. It's the flower pendant, very simple to make, very pretty, sustainable copper, very shiny, Malaysian jade bead in the middle. And there's the Mobius pendant. It does open up, but I can't do it one-handed. So, be shown how to make both of them. Some tools needed, and these are all the components that will be needed. These are 2 centimeter split rings, jump rings, pretty big, and we also have 1 centimeter ones, very thin lengths of copper here. That's for the beads, that will be the eye hook for them, and this will be the flower pendant. So, simple build today. We'll be doing some more complex stuff in the future though. So, that's the shape you'll want to start with. Pretty simple, as you can see. And then you'll want to do that again, but a bigger leaf. This is done by hand, mind you. So it can get a bit weird at points, but you do need a bigger leaf in the middle. That's why I need these wire bending tools. Always handy, and also handy for getting a bit more point going on the copper, making it more leafy looking, I suppose. It's on the right way. Yep. And the last leaf now. Quite smaller leaf there. Now you'll want this bit on the outside, not the inside, as if otherwise you will have nowhere to hang the bead once it's completed. Just wrapping this around here now. Finish it off on the top, for which I need the needle nose pliers to make it a bit more neat. I'll cut this bit off now. Do need neatening up these flower pendants. And do need a bit pointifying with the pliers also on all the leaves. Got a Pendants eye hoop in there now, an eye hook. Finish the spiral there a bit more nicely. Apply some pressure to it. Okay. Now open this a bit. Bit more. Shiny, huh? And that is how to make the basic flower pendant shape. Now, how to attach single piece of copper to one of these Malaysian beads, Malaysian jade bead. So I've got a thin piece of copper here, as you can see. And I will be using that small gap, the flat there, of the wire bending tool in order to squish the copper flat. Like so. And now the bead will not slip off. So there's the end part of that. So we'll trim this. Only need half that amount. And then add an eye hook to this also. Very simple to do. And that will be attached to the flower. Even though they seem kind of simple, there is a bit of construction to these, granted. And a 1 centimeter split ring to finish that, so it makes it nice and dangly and ready for applying to something. Should be over there. There we go. Dangles incredibly well, does it not? Doesn't look too nice from the rear side, but that's not where it'll be anyway, as it's a pendant. These are variable size, obviously, as there was my first one. This one looks more shapely, and that one looks like a different sort of plant altogether. Different species, I guess. Those beads do need to be put on the outside, remember, not the inside. Otherwise it will not suspend in place like that in the middle, which is required for the pendant to even be a pendant. So next, the Mobius Pendant, which is very easy. It needs another split ring here. I have made quite a lot of split rings. These are 1 centimeter sustainable copper split rings that I've made myself from my last copper harvest. Yeah, I know, there's quite a few. I only need one, however. What I'm going to make with all them, well, we'll see in the future. I have a lot more than just that. And several other boxes, and I'm only about halfway into the material that I have, so lots to go. Now the Mobius pendant. So, got 2 centimeter jump rings here, jump rings, split rings, whatever you want to call them. So, 2 together, and then a third, very simple. Yep, that is all you have to do to make it. Now, attach a ring over that. Couple, in fact. One will be for the suspension of the bead. The other will be for hanging the pendant itself. You'll see what I mean. I will be doing something a bit more complex next time. Don't fear. More geometric cages most likely, as they are very pretty, and I still have quite a few jade beads left to use, so I want to be using them. Also want to get some metal melting done. I haven't done any metal melting in a long time, but the weather's going very hot. which is not favourable to pouring metal. It can make you ill. Pouring 70-degree odd heat. As when a furnace heats up, by the time you get to it, it's very, very hot, the room that it's in. Sometimes dangerously so. So, that was that simple method again, squishing the bottom, and the rings are there. It's been very hot lately, which is why I have an incredibly heavy tan upon my hands. And I'm always doing stuff, so outdoors, which is why I have tan hands. And there's the beautiful Mobius Pendant. Looks lovely, this copper with the Malaysian Green-Jade. As you can see, it does open. Takes sort of a bit of jiggling in order for the Mobius to show, but it is there. So that's how to make a Mobius pendant and a flower pendant. Very simple, out of sustainable copper. It's quite thick gauge stuff, this. I'd say it was about 0.2 millimeters to a millimeter maybe. Yeah, I'd say that's a millimeter thick copper, maybe even thicker. So, got the flower pendant and the Mobius pendant. Easy to make. Don't take too long. You can probably use different beads also, not just these size, although these 9mm ones fit perfectly on smaller scale bits like this. Imagine it'd be quite difficult to do it with large beads. The ones I made previously and the ones I made just now. Well, till next time.